Today, we're diving into one of the most critical aspects of combat sports, the science behind knockouts and the vital targets that strikes are aimed at. The secret to success in fighting is not just raw power, it's the perfect combination of the right target, the right angle, and the right technique to completely neutralize your opponent. In this video, we will take an in-depth look at the anatomy of key areas such as the jaw, temple, forehead, liver, stomach, and neck, examining the effects of strikes to these regions and the scientific explanations behind them. If you're ready, let's begin. The jaw. The jaw is one of the most frequently targeted areas in combat sports and one of the fastest ways to end a fight. A solid strike to the jaw causes the brain to rapidly shake inside the skull, affecting nerve cells in the brainstem and potentially leading to an instant loss of consciousness. A punch that lands on the jaw doesn't just cause pain or dizziness, it disrupts the body's entire balance system. Jaw durability is largely influenced by genetics. Some fighters remain remarkably resilient to heavy shots despite intense training, while others can be knocked out by relatively light strikes. This is why jaw strikes are so critical for finishing fights quickly. Scientifically, the explanation is clear. The brain is surrounded by fluid inside the skull, and sudden acceleration causes it to move violently within that fluid. A strike to the jaw affects the areas responsible for balance and coordination, often causing the opponent to collapse involuntarily. The temple. The temple is one of the thinnest areas of the skull and is closely linked to the temporal lobe. Strikes to this region can cause sudden headaches, blurred vision, and disorientation. When an opponent is resistant to jaw shots, the temple becomes an ideal alternative target. When delivered with the correct angle and speed, temple strikes can disrupt reflexes and allow you to take control of the fight. When combined with pain-based attacks like liver or stomach shots, temple strikes can break an opponent down both physically and psychologically. The liver. The liver is located on the right side of the body, just below the rib cage, and is extremely sensitive due to its dense nerve network. Strikes to this area can cause intense pain, muscle spasms, difficulty breathing, and force the opponent to drop to their knees. In many cases, liver shots result in an involuntary collapse, a natural defensive response of the body. When executed correctly, liver strikes can completely change the course of a fight by stripping the opponent of both physical strength and mental control. The forehead. The forehead sits close to the front of the brain, and a powerful strike can create a sudden neurological shockwave that leads to temporary loss of consciousness. While not as sensitive as the jaw or temple, strong blows to the forehead can cause serious disorientation. Impact to the frontal lobe can impair decision-making and reaction time. Controlled strikes to this area are highly effective for disrupting an opponent's rhythm and preventing clear, conscious decisions during a fight. The stomach and abdomen. The stomach and abdominal region are packed with sensitive nerve networks. A sudden strike can cause nausea, severe cramps, and breath loss. While the opponent experiences intense physical pain, they also lose psychological control. Body shots to the stomach are a perfect strategy for breaking rhythm and leaving an opponent vulnerable. At the highest levels of competition, fighters often use body shots to draw attention downward, opening opportunities for strikes to critical areas like the jaw or temple. The neck. The neck plays a crucial role in both the nervous system and blood flow, meaning strikes to this area can result in rapid loss of consciousness. Properly executed neck strikes can temporarily disable an opponent. However, these techniques require professional training and carry serious risks if used improperly. In MMA training, neck strikes are taught in a controlled environment to trigger defensive reflexes and temporarily shut down the opponent without causing permanent damage. Why are these areas so effective? Areas like the jaw, temple, forehead, and nose cause sudden and violent movement of the brain, leading to disorientation or loss of consciousness. Regions such as the liver and stomach contain extensive nerve networks that trigger intense pain and involuntary defensive responses. The neck affects both the nervous system and blood flow, making it another powerful trigger for unconsciousness. Professional fighters generate significantly more force than the average person. An average MMA fighter's punch can produce between 700 and 1,000 psi, dramatically amplifying the effects of strikes to these critical targets. Therefore, the combination of extreme power with the use of effective tactics allows fighters to achieve maximum effectiveness in a fight. Conclusion. Today, we explored the science and critical targets behind effective fighting. To succeed in combat sports, power alone is not enough. Precision, technique, and strategy are just as important. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.